Happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I am waiting for an appointment for the kids, and I thought I would come on and talk a little bit about an update on the visa green card situation, not for us, well, for us, but also for everyone. So if you are in the K-1 visa process, or if you're waiting for your 10-year green card, starting the I-751 process, which I have a video about just a couple back. This one is for you. It's an important update. So there's always changes to this process. Basically, once you come to the States, you have you get married in the 90 days. You're doing the K-1 visa. And then you submit your application. You have your green card interview, which was like very overwhelming. Big deal, big application, all the evidence, which I have a bunch of videos on too. If you want more on that, search my videos. But after 2 years, your green card expires, basically. So it's not the 10-year green card. That's what we're trying to get now. So Chris got his green card 2 years ago in January, so it expired technically the beginning of this month. We got our application in, and a couple people told me maybe I didn't send enough information or evidence. Luckily, I am happy to report that we did get his extension letter without any RFE, which is request for more evidence, which definitely slows down the process and stuff. And I admitted to you guys, I definitely didn't send as many things as other people do, or some people do, or as many things by far as we had for the green card application. But I figured, like, by now they know so much about us, and we have 2 kids, so I feel like that definitely helps. That being said, we now got a letter in the mail that basically says that Chris's green card is now extended. So at first it was extended for, what was it, 12 months? 24 months, I believe. And now they updated it. Hi, Imani, how are you? To 48 months. So that's for everyone, not just Chris. Basically, that means it's kind of good and bad. It's good-ish in the sense that if you have your extension letter, that's basically just a letter that's saying, okay, we got it, you're good, this is extended, you can still use it and be here and travel. However, it's not the actual card. So some people need an interview to get that, and some people won't. But it's been delayed a lot. So people have been waiting a really long time. And the bad side of that is now people are going to be waiting even longer, it seems, because they updated it and pushed it back and made that letter last for longer. So in theory, it's like, okay, they're never going to get to our application, right? If that makes sense. Next January, so after 3 years of having your green card and being in the States, you're then eligible for citizenship. So in 1 year, Chris will be applying for his US citizenship. And I said in my video about this ROC, removal of conditions, that's the form you fill out, is the 751. It does feel like an unnecessary step. Like, why wouldn't you just make the green card for 3 years then, if that's, how long you need to wait to then apply for citizenship? And not everyone will apply for that. That's why a lot of people will want that 10-year green card. So I've seen different comments. Some people are mad about it, and they're like, this sucks because I need my green card for various different reasons. And I'm probably never going to get an interview, and who knows, it's gonna be like 2 years before I get this update that I needed. And on the other hand, people are like, whatever, like, I'll just stay with the extension letter, and that will do what I need, basically, saying that my green card is extended. But it's not the 10-year green card. It's just like extending what we already had, which was the 2-year. And everyone else is just gonna have to wait and apply for citizenship in whenever they're up. For us, it's in next January. So that's a big update. Like, I see a lot of people kind of talking about it in the sense that they're like, okay, our Are they ever going to process this part and the I-751, the removal of conditions? Are they going to actually make it go through and kind of do the interviews and do this step? Or is it literally just, okay, you're going to collect our $700 check and then give us the extension letter, which we needed, and then just kind of let it go until we then have to just apply for citizenship anyway? So I don't know really like how we feel about it. I actually haven't even talked to Chris about it because he's at work, and I've been running errands and I just saw it, so I feel like I'm fine with it. I'm happy that we got our extension letter. He can stay in the country basically. If you don't do the ROC and if you just like skipped this part of the process, you would be, I don't even know, your green card would expire and you could be deported. So I'm glad that we got approved and thankful that we didn't get an RFE, because if you did watch my last video, it's just like, this process just is so convoluted to me and it doesn't make sense. Hello, how are you? It's not streamlined the way it could or should be in my mind. So I'm just like over it, but I'm also, on the other hand, I realize that's like a very privileged thing to even say, like grateful that it's moving and we're getting somewhere. I wish for everyone it was like, you know, easier. Just when everyone tells me like people to just do it legally, I'm like, yeah, like people who are not in this process don't realize how long immigration takes, and this is through marriage, which is easier than other ways. So hi Cammie, I'm about to file paperwork for my husband. I'm filing for the visa and green card currently. The visa and green card. Okay, so not for 90-day, the K1 visa. And then the other thing is, like, I'm pretty sure, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that if you didn't do the K1 visa and instead you did the marriage visa, which is the CR1, I think, you come to the state, you get married and then you come to the States, you get your green card right away. Yes. Which is nice. And right away, a month or two, which is nice. We waited a year after we got here for him to get his green card. But where was I going with that? Oh, but it's a 10-year green card, I'm pretty sure. So that's another kind of advantage, it seems like, to the CR1. Although it can take long as well. It's like when you get that visa, it's 10 years instead of the 2-year one that we have. If you're watching, you can give a thumbs up. I only have 2 thumbs up. Wow. How long is the process for CR1 or K1? CR1, so I've had friends that do CR1 and they got married, they came to the States. Thank you. I appreciate that. And they got their green card in a month or two. This was a little bit ago, like before COVID, so I'm not sure how long it takes now. And then for them to it was under a year for them to then get the green card, or I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. Okay. Once they got to the States, it was about a month or two to get the green card, but for them to get the visa approval, for them to even come to the States at first, I would say that took them about, I've seen everything from, like, one of my friends did it well before COVID. She went to the States before I did, and she got it in like 6 months. They did use a lawyer though in the DR. Other people, I've heard of them waiting like 10 months. And that's where it gets into people being like, okay, I want to move to DR to be with my significant other, because it's such a long process and like no one wants to be apart for a full year while they're waiting. So definitely pros and cons. Our K1 visa took, we applied for the visa while I was living in DR, December 2018, and we were in the States. So that means like we did the biometrics, the police thing, every step, the interview, we were in the States by August 2019. So less than a year for us. Let me see what you said, Imani. I'm a newbie at this. Girl, I hate it. My boyfriend is Dominican, and we were trying to decide, should we do the K1 visa, or do you guys think we should get married first and apply for the spousal? I'm thinking of moving there and be waiting for him. And that's what a lot of people do, because on the other side, it sucks because I think I saw a news alert or update that they are not, the DR's like pausing passports right now, / like travel visas. So they're just like not gonna approve the B1 visa. And that definitely sucks, because a lot of the people that are waiting for their visas are not living in the same place. So I was definitely lucky to be living in DR, like same place as Chris. They want their significant other to be able to travel to the States, and that's like just not gonna happen. Like, those have not, getting a B1 visa is so hard now, which sucks. Luckily, Chris already had his from when he was like 13, I think he got it. So that was good. Okay, Imani, I don't know what I would do. Like, looking back, I'm like, would I do the marriage visa instead, like the CR1? I don't know. I feel like torn on that, because I don't think I would, only in the sense that, like, I don't know. I really don't know, because I wanted to have like the wedding where our families were both there, and for some reason we didn't want to just like do a courthouse wedding and then have a ceremony later, which now being married, I'm like, yeah, we should have just done that. I feel like, you know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, you're still married. I don't really know our reasoning behind that. But it just, 17 months, Jesus, I'm sorry. See, that it's so slow now because of COVID and everything. It's weird. Like, it was like regular timing, I guess, like not fast, not slow, I guess, whatever the estimates were. And then we went and it slowed down some. This was before COVID though. Slowed down some, but it wasn't crazy. And then I feel like during COVID, it was just so dumb. Like, it's so long. It's like, I've seen some people, like, after we got ours, I saw some processing so fast, and I was like, what the heck? Like, these people got their interview so fast. But then I feel like everything really slowed down and people have been waiting so long. So 17 months, does that mean you applied for a K1 visa and are still waiting for your interview in DR? It's just like, so that makes me want to be like, okay, then I would do CR1, you know? That would totally make me want to just be married. I don't know, it's hard, because like, in theory, if all of my people, first step, oh no, you should put an inquiry. I would. That's the other thing. Like, I was so annoying during this process. I called USCIS so many times. I'm like, they're gonna blacklist me. Like, they're gonna remember my voice. And that was just, oh my God, I have like PTSD, just like the hold music. I would be on hold for like 2 hours or more, and then the call would drop. I cannot even express to you how mad I would be. And it's all, so what I would recommend is you call, and when you get someone, like, ask, you know, what's going on, and then I would ask to escalate to a tier 2 agent. Those people can give you some more information and put like an inquiry on your case, and they should send you an email with like further updates, because that seems like a really long time. But maybe that's how long it is right now. That's so crazy. Me too. I'm going back to DR next week. I told my boyfriend I might wait for him and stay in DR. That's fun. I'm jealous. But also, it's like, yeah, not everyone can do that, right? So it's a hard decision. What I was going to say is, if my family had been able to travel to DR, I feel like maybe we would have gotten married there. I'm so lucky that my mom and dad came to visit us when we lived there, but that was 2018? Like earlier maybe? But I don't know if you guys know or remember, my dad has Parkinson's, so like he can't travel anymore, and it was like, that was like the last big trip like that he could have taken. So I'm so glad he got to go, but it wouldn't have been feasible for him to go like for a wedding. And then, you know, all my, I don't think a lot of my people would have gone, unfortunately, like my friends probably, but I don't know about like family, and it was important for me to have them there. And then we're so lucky that Chris's family could go to the States, and a lot of his friends came too. So I wouldn't like take back our wedding and doing it here in the K1 visa. It was so fun, but I would definitely think about it if I was like waiting 17 months. We weren't in like a huge, I feel like it's weird. I feel like we were in a rush in the sense that it's like we needed to plan the wedding, and it's hard to plan things when everything's like up in the air. Like if you want like a big wedding or a wedding with like guests and, you know, the vendors and stuff where you have to book things in advance. But if I were there, I was there, I guess if that wasn't a thing, then we would have just stayed there longer, you know, and it is what it is. The people that are separated, that's so hard. That would definitely make me want to like just immediately move there, or like be calling every single day trying to get an update. Santi's waking up. Hi, baby. We're like waiting to get his vaccine at his vaccine appointment, and I'm sad about it. I did, plus his state rep. Okay, I was gonna say, just got let me get him real quick. An RFE? For what? I'm still here. What was your RFE for? Okay, I'm back. Part of me wishes... Hey, Santi. Part of me wishes we'd done CR1. I think he'd be here by now. But I would have missed so many important things that happened with my family in that time. So true. Like, that's why the decision is so hard, because it's not just like one is so much clearly better than the other. There's so many like caveats and things that, you know, things to consider. And do you guys like his hair? I can't. Things to consider on both sides of like pros and cons, and like, can I go visit this and that? And oh, you just had a burp? Oh no. His hair kills me. But 17, that's a long time. That's a really long time. Yeah, and that's like also why that's why. I'm like, why were we rushing? Because like I said, my dad has Parkinson's, and there were a couple of things that like happened with him, like with his health, and my mom was like taking care of him alone. So I remember we did ask for an expedite so that we could get there sooner, and it was declined, but or denied, whatever. That was why. But like other people, they can't just go to DR and be there because they have families to take care of, or whatever it may be, a job that's not remote. So it's hard. So this update is kind of like whatever, because like I said, we're already in the States, we're together. Because he got the extension letter, not the 10-year green card, but he did get the letter. Now it's like, okay, he can still work. If we want to travel out of the country, I'm pretty sure he still can. We just need to bring that letter, I believe. To my understanding, that's all we need to do. So I hope that's accurate. If you just joined, give a thumbs up if you like this. Thank you. I don't know. I feel like, not thumbs up in the chat. Sorry, that's so cringe on the the YouTube thing. Oh man. Hopefully we can just use the letter to travel, because we want to go back to DR because he hasn't been yet. Just so many things like with the visa that are, it's just crazy. And that's kind of why when I was doing all of my evidence for, did you throw up? No, for the ROC, I showed you guys in my last video, like, what I was including. I feel like I was just like, what they have all this, they have more information about me than I have about myself. Like, here's the basics. And I'm glad that I didn't get an RFE, but it's like, you never know if you're going to or not. And I will say, and obviously this isn't like bragging or anything, I think the kids like do really help. Not saying like have kids for that reason either, gosh, but like I think that's strong evidence that like your relationship's real or you're still together and whatever they want to know. Got RFE for missing letter of intent from him, or him at least signing mine. Not sure how he missed that. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like in my video with the ROC and when I did the videos about like the green card application stuff and like the initial K1 visa, it's like so important to make sure, and this is no like thing on you because there's definitely things that get missed, and it's, first of all, I feel like some of the questions and things they word in a weird way, probably, hopefully not intentionally, but going through and making sure everything's signed, everything is, even a box, like people have gotten RFEs because they haven't checked one single box. So that definitely sucks. But even having someone else like look over your visa, like I've done that for a friend. So, you know, if anyone's doing a K1 visa and needs any like just a second set of eyes, definitely, I'm not a lawyer or anything. Can you imagine? You know, I've done that before and I could do that for you guys. It's stressful, right? And I was stressed with the ROC because I did feel like I was rushing it because we were right up against that deadline. And I was like, I think the application's right. Like, I think I marked every box off. I had Chris look over it too and obviously like fill in his parts, but I think it was like 11 pages. It wasn't as long. It's just stressful, like the way they ask things too. I'm like, is that you or me, or who are we talking about right now? So yeah, I'm sorry though that it's taking so long. I will definitely be sending good vibes that you get a letter soon. And I was really smart to reach out to your state rep, and I hope that they can do like a further inquiry and stuff, or at least get that RFE, like once you have the thing sent in, like the next step quickly, like get the RFE processed quickly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. So it's not like huge, but for some people it is. For us, it's not. I mean, unless I'm thinking about it wrong, which maybe after one of my friends sees this, they're gonna be like, no, that's bad or something. But yeah, for now, I am not expecting us to get any type of I will be saying a prayer for you. I'm not expecting any type of like interview. I'm not expecting the 10-year visa or green card, sorry. I'm pretty much just expecting us to hold on to that extension letter until January when we apply for citizenship. So that's pretty much the update / my other update that we did get the extension letter. So that was good. I'll take it. I will also take my $700 back, please. Everything is so expensive. Like, when I did the math on how much we owed for that, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Send us back to DR. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all about the ROC process, please feel free to ask, or comment or whatever. I know I said I would do a follow-up video on kind of the status. I guess this is the update. It's just like, you know, we got the letter of extension, and now based on the news that they gave out, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna be holding on to this for a while. Right? So I guess it is what it is. I'm trying to think what things like he can't do with the green card that he can with citizenship, and right now on the top of my head I can only think of vote. I know he does need to he needed that extension letter to renew his driver's license though. His work permit was expiring, so now with that, that's good. Oh, and Mills, would you and Chris ever consider moving back to DR or purchasing land over there? I remember I thought I heard you speak about it. Yeah, so I did talk. Okay, also, I filmed a whole video. I was going to post it today. I was up at like midnight last night editing it. And I had my phone in this like dashboard holder that it's on right now. And I was talking, but I was driving. I don't even like to admit that. And I was talking about where we're planning on buying land and our top 3 choices and like pros and cons of each one, and where's a good place to invest in DR. And then I was editing it and I was like, I don't think I can post this because I'm driving, and I'm mostly, I'm looking at the road and I'm driving and it's fine and the video is fine, but I just felt weird about it. I don't know if that's true, but I was like, this was irresponsible. So I didn't post it. I like stopped editing it. So I don't know if you guys would have thought like something like, that was dumb of me to do. Let me know. But yes, we are, long story short, we are planning on buying land there. Visiting, I'm hoping to, I guess maybe I'll refilm it, or maybe I can post. I don't know. Should I just post it? I feel like my mom and dad, they watch my videos. Thank you. I need all the views I can get. I feel like they'll call me and be like, what are you doing? Like, you're a bad mom. But I was going into detail about like where, hi Sabrina, how are you? Where we would like to invest and why maybe not, Santiago, why maybe the other places. So maybe I'll refilm it. Maybe I'll just finish editing it and post it and realize that I'm not going to do that again. But visiting is, like, imagine, my brain is a mess. Visiting, I really want to go soon, but for me, I can go whenever. I'm like, let's go tomorrow. He's at a good age, I think, because he has his first vaccines. We're literally about to go get his second ones. I don't want to go. I want to go one more time before he's walking. I got a phone call. Because going with 2 toddlers walking and running away from me sounds awful. Obviously, like, once we are in DR, it's better because we have like a bunch of family and friends to help. But that plane ride there, I've talked about this, but with Mateo last time, I'm literally still traumatized. So yeah, I would like to go while Santi's still like chill little, like before he has his own seat running around. And yeah, now Mateo needs his own seat, so that's 3 tickets from here to Miami and then Miami to there. It's so expensive. I'm gonna open my Cash App. No, I'm kidding. Chris also only gets like 2 weeks vacation with his job, so that's the part that sucks, because I really, I want to go like so soon, and he can't, basically. It's like, if we go, he's going to use all of his vacation, because you cannot go for 1 week. That's so short from here. I would want to go for like a month, ideally. Oh, this man needs to get on the remote train. He does not want a remote job either, which just blows my mind. But yeah, I think we're going to go before June. I think some of my friends are going in June. That's why I say that. So I like kind of want to go when they go. But we'll see. Definitely we'll see soon. And then when we go, we're going to be looking at land or an apartment. I kind of talk about that in my video. The South is good and peaceful. Yeah, South, and they're trying to expand like tourism in the South too. So I think it will start getting like more and more developed, and they're building a new highway in the Southwest. See, I would love to purchase land there. Let's do it. Because our son is 7 months and I have to fly with him, and it's the first. Oh my gosh, congrats. That's so cute. No, 7 months is good. 7 months is good. It's so scary. When we flew the first time with Mateo, he was 6 months, and it was like pandemic. We were so nervous. We brought so much. I was like a pack mule. It was crazy. Like, no one tried to help me get on the plane, and I was the last one on, and I was so embarrassed. I kept dropping things. But he was so good on the flight, and that was like 2 long flights, like a 12-hour travel day for us. And then when he was 12 months, like moving, woof, tantrum. But that's why I would want to go. Like, I think 7 months is a good age. You hold them, they're still fairly chill. Hopefully you just give them some milk and they sleep. But woo, toddlers. Had my phone ready, like shows. No, not interested. Like, why? What part of DR are you going to? I'm going back in DR in a couple months. Santo Domingo. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do. I'm like, Chris, get a remote job. We will go to DR for an extended period of time. So that flight is worth it. We get to see everyone we want. I feel like when we go, it's like, okay, we have to go to Barbacoa. Now I want to go to the beach too. And let's go to Samana. And then we're in Santiago. It's like a mad dash. I would like it to be like a little bit more chill. I don't even get to see everyone I want to see. So it would be cool if we could go for, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, something like that. So we shall see. But yeah, I wanted to give a quick visa update on our end, and then in terms of everyone else, this will apply to you too if you're doing the visa, and we'll need a to do the ROC, removal of conditions application, and all of that for your green card. So just know that as of right now, it looks like it's going to be a long process. So for everyone. So hopefully that changes. Hopefully they just extended it just in case, and it's not actually going to be like, wow, people have this for so freaking long with no interview, and they paid all this money for literally just a piece of paper. So yeah. Oh, my stomach hurts. We've been out running around all day. I definitely thought we'd be able to go home before this vaccine appointment, and I'm really hoping he has an okay reaction. And Mateo's asleep, so I'm gonna have to wake him up. I don't have my stroller. I need a nanny. Oh man. Anyway, that is my update. Let me know what kind of other videos you guys would like. I'm gonna do the yes, you guys should meet up, where we're investing video. I don't know. I still can't decide. Maybe I'll just edit the video I filmed when I was driving. So dumb. And I'm trying to get Chris to do a day in the life video for him. A few people asked me that, for like his perspective, for those of you who are women or men who are watching that are going to move here and want to know, like, okay, I don't even know what the work culture is like, or what, I don't know, his day is like. So I'm like, I feel like he's so picky on what videos he wants to be in. I'm like, you can take my camera, do whatever type of vlog you want to do. You have full creative control. And he's like, if I do it, it has to be perfect. I'm like, all right, have fun editing that. Because my editing's, no, I'm not doing that. So we'll see if I can get him to do that. Definitely want to talk about our plans though for land and the Airbnb apartment house dilemma, I would say. For those of you that are also kind of in the same position of investing, I don't think I want to buy a house in the States. Chris wants to. I don't think so. Plus Arizona's running out of water, so I don't know if that's a good, yeah, he's like, if I'm in it, it has to look good. Like, I have to have the editing right. I'm like, okay, cool. Imagine though, like, I will be so mad, because I was like, I don't even need to be in it. If you don't want me to be in it, that's fine. I don't care. Even though I am in your day, though, so it'd be cool if you included me. And he's like, I'm gonna get all the views. I would be so mad. Also would suggest anyone new to join a visa support group. Yeah, are we in the same one? Are you in the K1 visa one? I'm never talking there though. That group's a mess. But yes, I do recommend that. There are Facebook groups too. If you look up, like, there's DR1 visas in general, and then there's for Dominican Republic specifically. I think it's like República Dominicana K1 visa, I think it's called. And then there's also a group, my friend added me, we probably are, to that is for removal of conditions specifically. I think it's literally called like I-751 removal of conditions, something like that. I don't know if you can see if I'm in it, but if you can, that's the one. And it's really helpful to ask questions there and stuff and see where other people are at in the process. So yeah, that's our updates. Thank you all for joining in. Give a thumbs up if you haven't already. I will put the investing in DR video up because I'm really trying to do that and have like a, what's it called? Another stream of income. That's, what's it called when it just, well, I mean, obviously it would work, but whatever, when you don't have to like really oversee it and work for it. I really want to talk about that and see what you guys think in terms of location, because things are getting expensive in DR too, that's for sure. But anything else, other requests or ways I can help that I didn't touch on, please feel free to leave a comment below. I appreciate all the support and likes and everything, comments. I read them all, so I genuinely do appreciate that. I'm gonna get on Chris for his thing. Comment below. I'll show him the comments and be like, see? People are asking you to vlog. I would love to see that. It'd be hilarious. But yeah, anything else, let me know how I can help. I hope you guys have, you good? A great Monday. More investing in more vlogs. Oh, vlogs are, yes, I do. I wish I was better at them because I know how I want them to look in my head, but I don't know how to edit it like that. And I don't like editing and it takes forever. And the kids, then they end up looking like not how I wanted. But I will do more vlogs. I want to show like more behind the scenes of my different like ways I make money, what Chris is doing and what he's doing on the side, because I don't know if a lot of people know that he has a full-time job and then he also has his side business of engineering. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Sunny. Thank you, Amani. Hopefully this was an update you guys didn't know about yet. Like I said, message me if you guys have any questions. I'm so bad at Instagram messages, so if you did message me and I didn't answer, I didn't see it, so I'm not like ignoring anyone. That's yeah, I would feel so bad. But I will definitely get to them, but here I will reply to. So happy Monday. I will edit that video and put it up about Airbnbs and whatnot, and thank you guys so much, and I will see you soon.